it off, and I just think it should be in every single household out there, and I hope we can help you do that tonight. All right, we're moving on because it's called Fall Essentials, and this is one of my all-time favorite items. Whether it was a previous name or, of course, thousands that we've sold under the Simply Natural, these are the coolest towels you will ever use. They are a wood fiber cleaning cloth, and it's such a cool story behind them. But what it does is saves you a lot of money not using tissue paper. They're completely reusable over and over, and I love that they are just so soft, but they're so effective without chemicals. Now we have 3 different colored choices. We have the red, we have the blue, and we're launching tonight for the first time, we actually have the green. You're getting a set of 12, and they're 9.5 by 9.5 by 2.5. And they look really stiff and hard to start with, but they're one of my favorite makeup removers once you wet them. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Suzanne.
So since you've launched this configuration, how many have we sold? Just a couple airings.
About 15,000.
About 15,000,
yes,
all right, cool.
Yes.
So why do you think these are always so popular?
They're so popular because they work. It's a new twist on cleaning. If you've been using paper towels, you've been using sponges, you know, they develop time, they wear out. It's a one-time application. You're just throwing your money in the trash. But now there's a better solution. This whole technology right here is 8 layers of highly absorbent wood fiber. And as Suzanne was mentioning, when you get this is going to be stiff, but when you wet this underwater, it's going to get to be extremely soft, and it's going to be extremely abrasive to where it's going to break through all the germs, the grease, the grime, and also it's going to lift up all those germs and bacteria. And for so long, we've been using these. Right. You know, we've been using
just
paper towels.
Total waste of money.
A total waste of money. And watch, I mean, it's just not that effective.
They really aren't, actually.
They're not.
And it's sort of a catch-22 because then you grab 3 more paper towels.
By the time that you actually pick up a spill, you're probably through like half a roll. And then look at the Simply Natural cloth. Same thing, same amount of liquid. And look at how fast it traps.
Wait, look, let me really test this.
Yeah, test it. I mean, do you see the difference? And then you're getting another one, and then another one. And I mean, how many times are we picking up spills? But look at, with 30 seconds underneath tap, you're gonna be able to, all the liquids, all the bacteria, the germs that you pick up in this cloth is going to release 99.9% of all the germs, bacteria, stains that you come in contact with, so that every time you rinse it and use it, it's gonna be white, just as the first time you pulled it out of the pack.
So Mike, I picked up the sponge I had beside my sink today.
You mean one of these?
Yeah. And I was wiping something and I put it down, and then I went to get a drink, so I had my hand near my mouth and it smelled like metal.
Yeah.
And you know what that is? That's the funky stuff growing in your sponges. With this, because it's going, can you repeat that stat again? You rinse it underwater.
Yes,
it's not
30
like
seconds.
You're putting it in bleach, you don't have to steam it. 30 seconds under just tap water. What happens?
You're gonna release 99.9% of all the germs and bacteria that's in your house.
And the stains.
And the stains.
Yeah, crazy, right? Isn't it amazing?
This cloth isn't gonna develop odors, and as Suzanne was mentioning, you know, when you start using your cloth, you start smelling it, you might think it's your garbage disposal, you might think it's coming from your sink. It's not, it's actually coming from your cloth. And to be fair,
from your sponge.
You know, I'm gonna rinse this sponge for you so you can see it. You just saw everything come out of the Simply Natural cloth. Look at this. Do you guys see this?
Oh, jeez.
Do you guys see what didn't come out of the sponge?
That'd be chicken juice.
This is the germs check in and don't check out. And this is why these sponges start to smell. And then what do we start doing? We start wiping down our entire kitchen.
The baby's high chair.
And then look, you're just basically creating a whole nother crime scene inside your house. And it's disgusting because you can't see it. But with the Simply Natural cloth, you're able to go behind it. It's super effective. It's super abrasive. It's not going to scratch your surfaces, but it's strong enough to cut through the grease, the grime, the dirt, and the most important thing, it's going to pick up 99.9% of all the germs and bacteria, and with 30 seconds underneath the tap, you're going to rinse 99.9% of the germs and bacteria out of the cloth and down the drain.
So it picks up that amount.
It picks it up.
And gets rid of that amount
and gets rid of
when
it.
you clean it.
Have
you ever heard of the cloth that can do it before? Here's the thing too, I was telling Mike earlier, so fun. We had a microfiber discussion. Because we sell a lot of microfibers, they're fine. And I do love microfibers. I have a lot of microfibers. The one thing I noticed though, they're so good at grabbing, they never release anything. So I was cleaning with a clean one the other day, and it had a whole bunch of hairs stuck to it. Because even though I'd washed it and put it in the dryer, the hairs were still trapped in the microfiber, or you're picking out all that lint, Mike, like, you know?
Yeah, well,
with these, you also don't have that issue.
Well, and then also another thing that you don't have an issue with is like when you're cleaning after you're cooking and with your cheese and anything that really gets baked on, and you're using like a traditional towel cloth or even the microfiber, everything gets embedded into the fiber. So like if you're using that cloth for a week, it just sticks in, it becomes a nuisance, you're picking it out with your fingers. That's not gonna happen with this. And these are things that you come in contact with on a daily basis.
Sure.
I mean, it's just disgusting, nasty stuff. I mean, and if you take a look,
well,
you
think
can
your kid
see
came home from elementary school.
all the germs, right?
They've been, you know, wiping their hands with their nose with their hands.
Right.
Then they come in, touch the door, and then all of a sudden, wait, mom and dad are sick as a dog.
and it always happens the first day of school.
Oh, always.
You know,
always,
and then 2 days,
or preschool,
a week and a half later, you're the one being sick.
Right.
So I love to travel with these. So I'll wet this, I'll put this in a plastic bag, I'll travel with me. I mean, the airlines restrict the 311 rule with your chemicals. So when you come in, I just want to show you, here's the difference, is that simply with water and with a Simply Natural cloth, you're able to eliminate all the germs, all the bacteria from your surfaces. And notice, I'm not relying on chemical cleaners.
Oh, can you do the one right beside it too?
Because look, do you see where the cloth is?
Oh, sure.
It's right there on the cloth.
Look, it's grabbed it all,
And it's
right?
grabbed it all, and all you do is you come back over to the tap and you rinse it clean.
Now watch, guys, so you saw it on there, he's gonna rinse it, and again, you're not gonna see that green glow anymore because it
just
literally
rinses
releases
clean.
it.
Yeah, it rinses clean.
It's perfect. All right, let's talk about some grimier stuff. Let's show some real dirt over here.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're sitting thinking like, where else can I use it? It's great for your hard surfaces, your stone countertops. Here's wood floor. You know, think about what you're using right now. You've got those oil-based solutions. They smell good. They shine your floors, but they leave residues. Again, this is cleaning with water. So I mean, you got your shoe marks. You got your pets get out and they track in mud. Your kids track in mud. But look at how quickly and easily this cuts through all of the dirt.
And you're using nothing but water with these.
Just with water.
Okay.
And it's just so simple, and it gives you that peace of mind to where you're not relying on the dependency of chemical cleaners anymore.
Well, if you use a chemical cleaner, then the baby crawls past on the floor, then the dogs or the cats come in and lick their paws.
Their paws, right.
Yeah, this is not only cleaning it, it's actually picking up all the bad stuff that's on there.
And it picks it up, it eliminates it, it gets trapped in the cloth, you just walk right over to the sink, you rinse it for 30 seconds, and again, you're releasing it.
This is a nice gooey mess.
And this is a really nice gooey mess. And so, I mean, you have your jelly, you have your chocolate sauce, your crayons, but again, it doesn't matter. I mean, the cloth is so abrasive, it just picks these messes up super easy. Yeah. You know, you're not worrying about what you're working with. And look, here's the crayon. So, I mean, we just painted our walls, and I love sharing the story. My 3-year-old got a hold of a crayon and just went crazy.
Oh, stop.
So my wife and I started looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take the wood fiber cloth, go over, rinse it, and start wiping it. And it took the crayon, and we have an older house, and so you have the dimpled walls, and we didn't think it was gonna come out. But this is crayon, and just look at with water how it's just eliminating and taking the crayon right off of this surface. So just think about all your other marks. Think about when you're having parties and you have your spills going on. Think about your stone countertops that you can't use chemical cleaners on. You can't use chemical cleaners on porous surfaces, but with the wood fiber cloth, simply using water, this is going to lift and grab all the germs and bacteria to not only to preserve your countertops, because that's a big investment you're making in your house, but it's going to keep them clean, and then all you do is come to the tap and you rinse it clean.
Well, also if you just want to go chemical free, can you imagine not needing chemicals to clean some of your worst spills and your worst problem areas? So if it's the kitchen with the chicken, or it's the cutting board you're cleaning, this not only picks all of that up, it also releases it. And can you repeat that stat again, because it's super impressive.
Yeah, it's 99.9% of all germs and bacteria are going to be released out of the cloth.
So it picks up that much.
It picks it up and then it releases it. And this is the principle. This is those 8 highly absorbent 8 layers of wood fiber that you're going to be getting to be able to use and clean in your house. And by simply rinsing under the tap, guys, you're going to have a white, pristine cloth every time you use it. So it's not going to develop odors, it's not going to stain, it's going to clean up spills, messes, time and time again, versus what we currently are doing, where we have all of these paper towels. I mean, one cloth, guys, is replacing 100 rolls of paper towels.
Get out of here.
100 rolls of paper towels.
So 12 times 100.
is $1,200.
12, there you go. Thank good math. I'm
right.
terrible. Look at me. I look like I was like, I don't know. But think about 12 times 100 is $1,200. Or 1,200 paper towels.
1,200 paper towels times
but that
2.
Would eat,
3.
Yeah,
What do you pay for a rolled paper towel? $2, $3?
I was got $3.
Yeah.
So let's do, so
$3,600?
$3,600
$3,600 just in paper towels that have a one-time application.
12 set. And by the way, you can throw these in the washer and you line dry them. That's what I do. So if you do use them over and over again and you just happen to want to wash them in the washing machine, right, Mike? You can put them in the washer.
You can put them in the wash.
Dry 'em.
Yep, line dry them.
Yeah. And I love it too because you're getting 12. All you do is pick your color. We have the brand new green tonight, then the edge is red, blue. And I like that you do colors because for a lot of you, you'll get a couple sets and say the green's always going to be for the kitchen. Think green groceries.
Yep.
The red might be always for the bathroom. Stop. Just leave them in the bathroom. That's all we're going to use is to clean them in the bathroom. The blue might mean, oh, you know, those are going to be for the ones in the garage or all the handyman stuff or anytime you're detailing your car. And what's interesting is if you go to reach for a paper towel, think of all the stuff you clean with a paper towel. Or you even use an old rag, or even maybe you're using microfiber, you now reach for this.
Yeah,
because these are now completely eliminated.
This is my favorite cloth to use throughout anything that I'm doing. I use it to clean up my grill. I use it on my cars. I use it
everything. Right?
Everything. And I even use it in the shower. And when you get this home, and I challenge you to take advantage of the buy, get it home, use it in your house. When you get it in your house, you're not gonna return it. You're gonna wonder why you've never had this in your home to begin with, because the technology is so fantastic. And when you start using it, you're gonna know why. It's streak-free cleaning. It's so great on your electronics. It's so great on your countertops. It's so easy at picking up those messes, polishing up your fixtures. Anything that you wanna use this for in your house that you wanna clean without chemicals, it's gonna provide that for you.
So I have a question. So I know the answer because I have these and I truly love them. I think they're the greatest things. But really quickly, if I want to use them dry, they don't dry back to hard.
No.
They dry super soft.
They dry soft.
So if you want to clean, say, your wine glasses to get maybe some, you know, some just discoloration off of them, you can use them. They're really, really nice to use when they're dry, like for dusting too. I use them for dusting.
For dusting, anything. And they're even when I have spills on the floor, I have no problem wiping it off of the floor, rinsing under the sink, and then going back and reusing it around my house because it's eliminating 99.9% of the germs and the bacteria out of the cloth, so you can feel free to use it multiple times across multiple surfaces because you're not cross-contaminating your house.
All right, isn't that cool? Mike, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, Susan.
I'm so glad to see these. It's set of 12, stay right there for them. Let me give you a reminder of our very best value today, and it's a really big deal, guys. It's that time of year